March 2024, time for a watch list. A couple days late on this one because admittedly I need a haircut, but I can't wait any longer, so I'm just going to pretend I'm the fifth member of the Beatles today and see if these stock picks can't buy you some love. Okay, seriously, who wrote that one? That one was bad. That was terrible. First up is DFCO on the OTCQB, Dalrada Financial Corporation. They have a lot under their belt between clean energy, manufacturing, a little bit of healthcare too, but what I really want you to hone in on is the interview that we released this past week. We went ahead and asked when the company was going to be cash flow positive, and check out how Brian Bonner responded.
We'll be cash flow positive by the end of this calendar year.
That's a lot of confidence and more than enough reason to keep me paying attention. Second is SHGI on the OTC markets, Sparx Holdings Group. And we just had Cassie D'Annunzio here on SmallCapVoice setting off the Sparx Smart Sprinkler System right there in our lab. Go check out that video. I'll put the link in the description down below. I didn't even know they had canned smoke, but it's a really cool looking product. What's even cooler is the millions of dollars in property damage and countless human lives that this technology is going to save. In the last watch list, I called this a sleeping dog risk of an issue that is only going to get worse. Warehouses are getting bigger, they're getting older, and storage is getting more combustible. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when these companies are going to need to overhaul their systems, and SHGI is poised to meet that rising demand. Third one we got coming in from north of the border, and that's Village Farms International. Now, we've covered a lot of cannabis on this channel before, but what about a cannabis company that also makes food? Now, I'm not talking about edibles. I'm talking about legit produce. Cucumbers, tomatoes, that stuff. Well, I think Village Farms is pretty awesome, and full disclosure, I buy their tomatoes at the local Albertsons here. So I have some firsthand example of how good this produce actually is, and I'm not paid to say this, but it's the only tomatoes that I'm buying right now because of the quality of those products in comparison to everything else that is on the shelf. That's not a lie. That's literally what's in my fridge. And so I want you to check out this company. I didn't even know they were in the cannabis space until I started doing research on this watch list. So thank you very much to Jay for putting this one on my radar. Coming back at number 4, you know them, you love them. It's OTCQX, BMNR. That's BitMine Immersion Technologies. These guys are the ones dunking mining rigs underwater. Well, I got corrected the last time. It's not really water. It's a non-conductive fluid that doesn't transfer any electricity through it to keep everything safe. Well, it seems to be increasing the yield quite substantially because Jonathan Bates was just on our show the other day giving us some revenue guidance for the first time ever. They are self-mining close to $1 million in Bitcoin each quarter, and with all the momentum they're building over there, you need these guys on your watch list. All right, number 5, let's shift to some oil and gas. How about Houston Natural Resources Company? Okay, I lied a little bit. I don't want to talk about oil and gas. I want to talk about the press release that they just issued on February 14th about launching some type of digital asset. What does an oil and gas company have to do with cryptocurrency? You go check out the press release and let me know what you think in the comments. And in the meantime, I'm sending out a public invite to Frank Kristen. We want you to stop by the show and let us know what's happening at Cunningham yourself. Ticker on this one is OTC HNRC. Last one, number 6, we got CVKD on the NASDAQ. A lot of NASDAQs this month. Keep those submissions coming in the comments. I'm loving all the new ones that we're getting lately. Cadrenal Therapeutics is the name of the company, and blood thinning is what they do. I'm just going to dive into the layman's terms and avoid as much technical jargon as possible. They're competing with Aspen Pharmaceuticals, the very popular blood thinner warfarin. Well, if you know anything about what happened in 2022 and 2023 with the massive drug shortages, thousands of patients were really concerned about being able to get their blood thinning medication. And if you know anything about blood thinners, only a couple days without that medication can have some potentially fatal results. That's why I'm really grateful that there's companies like Cadrenal out there who are working tirelessly to get competitive products out there for life-saving therapies and medications. They just hired a new COO, Jeff Cole. So Jeff, if you want to come on the show and let us know a little bit more about Cadrenal, you are more than welcome to do so, sir. Email is right there on the screen. That same press release mentions a pivotal phase 3 trial. So they are getting close to coming to market. Get these guys on your watch list. Kudos to all the great people over at Cadrenal for the good work that you guys are doing. And that's it for March. See you guys in April. This is Kevin for SmallCapVoice. I'm off to get a haircut.